Howdy, everybody. Life Lesson Friday for April 28th, 2023. Almost done with April. Almost done with a third of the year. Which, yeah, time just keeps going, right? But the topic for today is listening with your eyes. And we all know that we hear things, right? We hear people talk, we hear noises with our ears, right? But when you listen with your eyes, you pick up on so much more of the conversation. You pick up on so much more of the person's intent and what their desires are, and are they really passionate about what they're talking about? And for instance, I've got an athlete that I was working with this week who, quite honestly, didn't really want to come and work out. His parent made him, and so he didn't want to be there. But she was like, "Come on, you need this. You're not going to get this anywhere else." And so we worked out for 30 minutes, and he was talking about the whole time about the relays, and he was on 2 relays and an individual event in his next track meet, which was a regional meet, and you qualify through regionals to get to state. And all he talked about was the relays. And obviously we were working on his individual event, and we were working on his starts and his push and his drive, and which he said was much better. And after he ran the race, he replied to me that he not only set the school record, but he felt fast, and he felt a lot faster throughout the race, which obviously he was, because he set the school record and ran his personal best, and so obviously he was faster. And I'm not going to take all the credit for that, because obviously he's been working out with his school coach and doing all those things. But he said he noticed a difference in what I told him to do. And one of the relays qualified through. He didn't qualify through as an individual, and the other relay didn't qualify through. And when I look at it, and I look at the results, to me, it's like listening with my eyes tells me that he was not truly wanting to be there. He was going through the motions. He was doing what I told him to do, but he wasn't really passionate about it. And had he been, maybe he would have qualified individually. I don't know. He was close. I think he could have, obviously, I think he could have run faster. I think he's a lot faster than he has run. But I've only worked with him maybe 4 times in the past 4 months. So, I don't know what he's doing. He did tell me what his workout was the day that we met, and I thought it was a little bit much for right before meet. But anyway, that's beside the point. Listening with your eyes and seeing a person's body reaction, and seeing not just, hearing the words, but seeing how they are telling you what they're thinking, what they are feeling. That's a big piece of the puzzle when you communicate with people. And so, understanding how to listen with your eyes. So really pay attention to people, really read them. And it's an art form that is being lost because, well, quite frankly, just like I'm doing right now, we do so many things on video. And so it's an art form that's being lost, is how to listen with your eyes and understand and perceive what a person is trying to tell you through their body language, which is a majority of the conversation. And so, and if you have kids especially if you have kids that are preteen, I have a teenager and a preteen, so I see this and I know this, and they're saying one thing, but their body is telling me a whole nother thing. They're not into it. They're just, mouthing words because it's what they think I want to hear. Those types of situations happen. And so the best thing you can do is stop the conversation and ask them face to face, like point blank, like what's going on. Move off from the conversation, move off from the topic, and say, what's going on? Why are you not into this? Why are you not focused like I perceive that you should be? And then you might get an answer, you might not, but at least you'll understand, and you'll put them in the place of understanding that they're not getting their point across. Or they are getting their point across because they wanted to tell you something, they just don't know how to do it, and so their body language is telling you that they don't know how to answer and how to talk to you. So, listening with your eyes is a huge, big piece of communication. So that's the Life Lesson Friday for today. We'll talk to you soon.